There you go. It
Just
will work.
drop it.
It will work this time. Just Arena Spear, catch the Ember. It's easy. We'll see if we get to see one Meteor Hammer work out eventually. It will happen. I don't know if it's this one, but I would hope so.
Probably not.
Probably not. Let's be real. Probably not.
It looks like he's going for Soul Ring. I feel like if you go Soul Ring, you're probably not going Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, you're going Bottle, Soul Ring. If you go Meteor after, it ain't the build, my friend.
Well, prepare for a lesson. Comes the call from Setsu, who gets away with a sort of blind Ember pick. We've seen some other teams, some other regions try and punish this pretty heavily. We'll see if Mars is going to be the be-all, end-all answer as Beyond gets that last second switch up playing the Dawnbreaker there.
I mean, Mars should be good. I remember seeing like these lanes where Mars usually, he just does well against these Pangos and some of the Spirits.
Right.
You already know that some other teams, you know, a player like Quinn, he would be molding that there's no Huskar being picked here to just, you know, slap his Ember into a different dimension. But Mars still good enough for them. Gives you the counter pick with the Dawn against Wraith King, which is a pretty good matchup, but I'm still scared for the bot lane because of this Eng. I think Yang, he's going to be the difference maker in the safe lane bottom.
He has so much potential to pop off.
Yeah. And
I was thinking that it was going to be the Silencer that was playing together with him, but it looks like they are going to be sending Tianming down their bottom to play with Beyond.
Okay.
So a pretty potent lane in their own regard if they can get the levels, but that's going to be the big thing. Can they get levels against Yang, who, you know, has a lot of different options, either impetusing, enchanting? It can be dangerous.
I would say with Snap Dawn, you should win this lane. Like if you ever catch the Eng slightly out of position, like maybe where Erika can't be in range with the stun to cancel the Starbreaker from Beyond, I feel like you should be being chilling in this lane if you're a Dawn Snap. You have way too many spells.
Yeah, so much damage potential. And speaking of damage, CZQ up top is already super low on that Silencer. FY putting the pressure on as we'll see that spear onto Setsu in the mid lane. But yeah, FY playing on his Rubik. You know, I love to see this guy come back, play Dota. It's been a little while, but I'm sure he's still going to have all the tricks up his sleeve.
Yep, I watched this guy in Div 2 and I couldn't hear the end of FY Rubik. And you're here. I mean, this is like one of the coolest and strongest hero combos. And yeah, I mean, he always impresses. You can already see it now. You know, Rubik, I mean, I feel like the hero's just gotten a lot of buffs over time too. Now he has a lot of damage, armor, and you can see, like, they're kind of owning this lane. Like, they're pummeling them already on YBB here.
Yeah, new. I think Sheep was saying that he's been practicing it a little bit. This Timbersaw hadn't had too many official games on it, but of course, once you get a little bit of practice, all starts coming together. And FY just messing with the last hitting there of the TA, making her feel a little uncomfortable, not free to just get these last hits underneath the tower, and we'll be forced back by ZZQ a bit. But the Wraith King, I want to hear your thoughts on this hero, because that's a hero that we haven't seen that much of at all.
It's, I mean, I remember that people really loved it against like this idea of Mars, where Mars, you know, he drops his arena, all the follow spells as top, ZZQ.
Yeah, in some trouble. FY keeps in range. Does not have that much left, but a couple more hits. It's going to be enough. FY draws first blood.
Well, again, just people playing the situation like New. He doesn't take the reactive armor.
Mid lane, Setsu low. He's getting the bottle to try and walk away, but gets the water rune. That keeps him alive. Holy moly.
Well, he gets speared back. I mean, this does happen sometimes where you're playing some melee matchup. Suddenly, you get bonked into a spear back. You can tank some tower hits, so this is definitely one thing that can upset this lane a lot for Setsu. But to go back to the Wraith King, I think it's just this idea against Mars where you have a second life against this like heavy spell combo, right, with the Arena Snap ult. And also Silencer. You don't care about this hero. You have Wave Shove with the Skeletons too. And I think most importantly, you're enabling the Timber. When you have Timber off lane, you need someone else to make up for it. Blink stun, Timber spells. Feels pretty good.
Yeah, giving that little bit of control that can set up for a quick blow up from New will be really helpful. And oh, the heal creep, you love to see that one. Just going to top Erika off in the lane here. Nice little injection of regen. 115 for such a low cooldown. Doesn't seem fair.
No, it's not. I'm gonna say a lot of neutral creeps. They still don't feel fair. Mr. Frog, if you're listening, some of them need to be looked into, my friend.
I hear that we're getting a patch soon. Maybe he'll think about that one a bit. Dude, when Chen gets that, that's when it's like, it's really bad.
Yeah.
You get like a Chen heal creep on a Terrorblade lane or something, it's like, all right, game's over, I guess.
Yeah, or Morphling. Here you go, have half your HP back, bro.
Well, 19-6 versus 17-4, so it's not a complete spanking, but Mars definitely ought to a good start. Down bottom, we are seeing Beyond and Tianming having a decent time. Now that there's level 3 on the Dawnbreaker, it has the Soul Ring already done. It feels like they can maybe get aggro if Vici step a bit too far forward.
Yeah, like for Vici, they need to try and like play together a bit. Now, like Engine's level 3, so second level of the neutral set he can take over, which is going to be pretty strong. But if Ybb can ever combo their spells where Vici aren't truly ready, that's really what they have to do. Or go in once, poke like this.
Oh, dangerous, dangerous. Erica turns, wants to stun. They get the clap, hits onto both of them, and Beyond, he goes down. That extra damage coming out from the Ench creep was enough to get the kill on the Dawn first.
Honestly, if this hard camp isn't open, they're just gonna get this kill on the Wraith King without really trading. But now Yang, he has the hard camp, he gets the tomato creep, and I mean, this creep is basically just gonna win the lane. And the next 1-2 minutes, honestly, it might just be the same way, because right now, this is where you want to own as Snap and Dawn. This is your timing right now.
Right, and these enchant creep level 2, it's 60-second duration. Creep's sticking around for a while, and they also have that Satyr to go back to afterwards. Is up top, well, actually, Yang? Okay, they want to go onto the edge. Can they bring her down? Very low and killed off. That is the move they need to make.
Oh, that's just great. Whenever they can get this like 2v1 situation where, you know, Wraith King is slightly too far away, as we have some more pressure top, that's just... When all their 4 spells connect, you're probably dead.
Yeah, it's so much damage that comes out. And little up top is going to be left alone for a moment there. Tries to get a half pull, does manage to connect with the silencer. So pulling that lane back into better position so TA won't get jumped on by that Timbersaw, who's level 4 now. As you know, when he gets 6, Lil probably just has to leave the lane.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have too much for him anyway. Like, Silencer is very low damage. I would even say, like, later in the game, it's going to be a lot on 7E. He's going to have to run around. The only way people really die is with, well, Arena into Snap ult, most likely. So most of the moves are going to be on him. Because, again, Vici, they have all these heroes that just want to go in. A 6-minute rune. Oh, what's going to be happening here?
And it's down bottom, and Invis gets picked up by 7E, so he'll get the bottle refill. Setsu, a little bit unfortunate for him. ZZQ takes a lot of damage and actually going to chain right now. Thinking about going in. Yang makes the move. The slowdown's there with the enchant. But with the stick charge, it might be enough to keep ZZQ alive. Don't want to dive in with that Ench move. And instead, they go for the cookie, the turn. Good damage on Yang. He's gone. Just like that. YBB. They're making some quick moves here.
Very good of their supports to like be around here, help with the runes. When you play against Ench, I mean, this hero is all about like this early game tempo. You love to go mid with a creep, use the siege creep, so YBB already being here and counteracting that, really nice map movement by them.
Beyond used his full salvo of spells down bottom. Does have the Soul Ring ready to go along with the Mango if he wants to get aggro there as Neil gets closer and closer to level 6.
Yeah, this timing, if he can ever get Lu lower HP than right now, he can potentially kick him out. But I have seen TAs where, you know, they get the traps, they just kind of chill around, they get to play the lane, go into the jungle, and kind of like go back and forth. And if you're Vici, you really need to stop that. You can't let carries do it for free. Maybe you bring a +1, maybe you have Setsu like just, you know, poke over. It might just be enough for Lu to have to leave the lane.
Right. It would be good for them, although, wait a minute, silence? It should be enough to get him away. Yeah, with that fly moving over, they'll be able to cover it. And the other nice little thing here is, well, actually down bottom, we see Yang coming and contesting with Tianming, getting some good damage in there. He's going to scout out that, hey, there's some stacks going on. So Ancients are already stacked up once, as well as that hard camp. So it is going to be a nice little injection of gold for the TA to run back to. Speaking of which, TA is also bringing down the Timbersaw very low, but Yang's stealing these.
I mean, he's just making a lot of space, at least for now. Like, unless they get on top of him. Let's see, maybe Cookie? Nope, can't quite reach. Yeah, he's just being annoying. Scouting out vision for later. You can maybe contest 7E now.
Does have Arena if they want to use it. Setsu playing with them, throws out the scatter blast. 7E,
nice
he's low. Oh, but the miss, that keeps him from being completely brought down. But now the Dawn ulti, and there for the turn.
Erica's here too.
Is it enough? Erica makes the move. They try and find Tianming, but the spear keeps him alive. Those skeletons hoping to find a kill onto this Snapfire. Doesn't look like they're going to get there in time, but they do bring down Beyond's Courier. What a weird series of events.
That was, you know, Setsu he's got the Nikes on. He had some nice stutter steps, you know, dodges a spear, goes around there. Dawn ulti gets forced. They go back once, you know, pretty nicely played by both teams, but Vici, they understand, okay, Dawn ult is popped. Let's just go back. It's all good. Now Erica goes back bottom. And yeah, 1k gold lead for now, at least for Vici.
They bring in the Mars. Arena down, a couple hits. The Chakram's there, trying to kill him off, and they will bring down News. ZZQ will die to the impetus shot coming from Yang as FY playing together with his Enchantress. Spear, good angle on it for 7E, but they move on in now with Setsu, hoping to find a kill. Can they bring down this TA? Low being dropped lower and lower. Does have a meld to dodge, but can't get away, and now Beyond makes the move. They do manage to find that follow-up stun. A couple more hits. Setsu low on mana, gonna die. YBB, they bring numbers, and Low gonna give the tip over to that Ember afterwards.
Very nice movements. You have first 7E coming into this lane, getting the first kill on Timber to just help him out here, because this is really good. The longer TA gets to hold his safe lane area, like even just now, maybe the Dawn decides to stay here because he doesn't really have a way of getting out. Okay, so TA TP's here.
Interesting.
Maybe they're looking for a play even.
I could think about it. Yeah,
7E is still here too.
Make the move. 7E's gonna be able to find it. So they bring down FY, looks for the spear, not gonna connect. And ZZQ in some trouble, has to double back away. Low makes the move.
Well, Setsu's
super low, and Setsu shows back up. Everybody run on in. It's battle, battle, battle constantly from Vici. And YB will eventually be forced back. Now, the thing about this too is that while all this is happening, there's still ancient stacks being built up. Tianming able to get a third one now, and this is a nice little injection of gold for TA to run back to.
Yeah, I definitely like that Vici kept bringing heroes here to eventually end up taking this top tier 1 tower, which is good. Also, Eric, in the meantime, you know, he's pressuring bottom. Bot tower, half HP eventually, but now Tia, as you said, he's going to farm his way through the jungle, end up at the triangle. You're going to have Snap ult ready with Mars. So I think everyone is going to have like a very easy purpose in the game of what they want to do.
Setsu makes the move. Wants to find Low, does have Chakram ready. Forces him back, but now they bring in with the global, trying to run down this Timber Saw. He doesn't have anywhere to go. So Nu going to drop, and you can see their expression on his face. Went in a bit too deep. Ends up getting punished. Setsu. Okay, they turn, hammer down, looks for the kill. Yang in trouble. Yang going to drop. So YBB, I mean, it's actually a gold lead for Vici, but 10 kills on the board for them. And now,
more kills.
Now bottom, they look for it, find the Wraith King once. Can they kill him again? Snap ult down, FY there. Stolen Snap ult, but he's not going to be able to get away from this one. Immediately gets dropped. And now, Neo moves in, finds Beyond, trying to get away with Tianming. Does he have a cookie to keep alive that Dawnbreaker? It looks like for a moment they move in and able to dodge away from the stun. The Chakram thrown out, but won't connect. So Dawn lives through all of that. And now Nuo makes the move over. Wants to steal away some of these stacks, but I think YBB will protect them.
This is the most active early game with an off-lane Timber I've ever seen. They've all been in like literally every single lane. ZZQ, he has 14 stolen intelligence at minute 12.
Holy moly.
This guy's got a big brain.
That's actually crazy. That's so scary for a silencer to get that much.
I mean, like right now, if you're Vici, they need to... Okay, as ZZQ, maybe big brain not so much.
Yeah,
Gonna die this time.
Stepping a little bit too far.
Keeping Lou safe, all good. Space.
True. Who is now going to try and finish off these ancient stacks while Vici make the move in towards mid. Beyond can throw out the hammer, keep it alive for now, but yeah, they're gonna run through this one pretty quickly.
I love gold.
That's so nice. Freaking TA games, man.
What can I mean, they're just, you know, protecting it. They're continuously here to just break some smokes if anything were to come out. And I'm a little afraid for a News game here on Timber. He's only level 7 now, forced into a first item Yules. Like, you kind of want to be on the top of the levels, abuse the fact that there's a low damage, but I think his game kind of faltered a lot in the last, like, 3-4 minutes.
It's definitely true, and as much as Yules feels like it's going to be a nice pickup for him, you start thinking about like this TA finishing off a Deso, and maybe you're wishing that that's a Lotus Orb instead or something. Like if TA's got free reign, this Timber's going to explode.
He might need like even a Yules into a Halberd or something like this just to counteract the TA, and one way or the other, because
Right.
now he's ramping up. Like Lou, he's gonna have some Desolator in like 2 minutes. But Vici, they're going for a trade, pushing this mid tower for now, which they're most likely gonna get.
Stolen hammer by FY. As they make this big move in with Erica and with the Enchantress. There's one thing that this lineup does well. It's throw a bunch of bodies at towers.
Oh, absolutely. You have the skeletons, you have the Ench boys, but YBB, they're smoking up. They were looking for something. I mean, they still are.
Seeing if they can find Yang. Get maybe a little bit more int there for ZZQ. Move in from 7E. Does he manage to find No
Cookie
here?
Arena?
Cookie out, looks for it with the Tumblr's toy too. Yeah, that'll be an easy one. So more into the brain of ZZQ.
Definitely a very, very nice play. Like, you don't have to blink yet, okay, but we have, like, you know, a poor man's blink, Cookie, Tumblr's toy, catch the Timber in the arena, and yeah, he is... There's no way he's gonna live through these spells.
Yeah, feels pretty bad, man.
It's rushing a BKB on Ember too. Okay, I mean, perhaps you have to, especially, you know, you're not on the top of the network, so you want to live through the global and stuff like this. But yeah, I'm a little worried for these items and how this early game has gone, particularly for the Ember and Timber here.
But look at that item now.
Oh, here we go. Radiance is back, boys.
The Relic. It's all coming together. I mean, how much does that change things as a spear goes out and now Yang found again, going to just explode there. I mean, does sort of Erica carry this game in the late stages if he can get into that Radiance? He can get into a good timing for it?
Like, I would say what's good for especially that draft and why they picked Wraith King is that he's going to help his team a lot. He's going to push these waves. He can go in first in the fight because he has 2 lives. He's also going to put this like miss chance on the TA a little bit. This is definitely a good Wraith King game. Like, he's going to scale well. I would say, again, maybe he can get an AC after, a Halberd, and just make the game easier and allow his 2 other cores to recover.
Fair enough. I'm curious if, like, eventually, you know, I think Cheap was talking about the danger of, like, you know, not having... Oh, wait a minute. Spirit? Not going to connect.
Nope, close.
Of how much damage this TA can do later on, but it's also feeling like it might be that silencer. If ZZQ keeps on getting this int stolen, if he can get into, like, a Veil, get some items, he's also not going to be something to trifle with.
Yeah, I mean, right? His global is very annoying for the Vici heroes. I mean, you can see it, how much they respect it in just their items, right?
Yeah.
BKB rush, Yule's rush here. He's stealing all the int. He's also buying a Veil to help his team deal more damage. So, yeah, YBB, they should be pretty okay with the situation of the game right now.
Tumblr's toying around and getting some vision down. Want to find somebody to pick off right here with this Mars. Does have that Blink Dagger done as well as a Haste Rune. Do they camp out this illusion or Remnant out from the Ember? Might be a little bit scary.
Yeah, I guess Setsu, he doesn't really have a real reason to go to this Remnant. He sees nothing on the map apart from the TA, you know, smacking some creeps down bottom.
Right.
So, also, this first Roche is important for both teams. This has to be something that teams have in their mind right now, at least for the next couple minutes.
Absolutely. Well, they have the Radiance done now, and we'll try and farm up some more items as Skeletons head on in. I think that's another one of those that got affected by the damage type change, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So not quite as dangerous, although FY back behind the tower, they find him. The spear will connect onto that tree, and 1 or 2 quick hits, it's going to be a blow-up. Now Erica makes the move over a great arena, and the Donald on top of it. Oh, he is in so much trouble. Nice Radiance, bro. Yang now in the area, they throw out another spear. The connection is there. The damage out. Look at the hit from Setsu. From Nu, it's doing so much. They take down 3 heroes in an instant. Now Lua in no man's land tries to turn on the Setsu, see if they can get that kill, but he remnants away, gets out of harm's way, and Beyond just has to run to get out of there. Nu doesn't want to chase, but they do have Yang there for the rundown, and holy moly, they went in too far on YBB.
Most valuable Timber buyback I've seen in like mid-game ever. He just gets in there, he charges with like 4 heroes with Setsu, and yeah, YBB kind of overstaying their welcome a little bit. Maybe if you hold like the Dawn ult, which is a hard decision to make, to come in a bit later, it could be better. But yeah, little too deep.
Jeez. I mean, it looked amazing for a moment.
Oh, New.
Is he dead?
Yo, my friend, go think about that one for the next 1 minute. He just got blasted.
That was great for the freaking Tianming. He's got mech coming out now. ZZQ in trouble. Cookie to get him away. No! And Setsu maybe can find another one now. Although they run back in. That's the BKB reveal. The mech coming out. It's going to come out too late. Beyond still sticking around. Hex wants to walk away. 7E there to the side. The spear is down. Doesn't have Arena, but a couple more hits onto FY. Arena now comes out. And Lul making the move over. But do they have the damage that they need? A couple hits from the low ground onto FY. Wants to find some spill damage and will connect onto Setsu, but he gets away. Now they bring down the poor old Mars, and Yang just being in front of him with all his minus attack speed. It's super annoying to play against for this TA. Still a couple more hits. And yeah, he can't run him down. It's too hard.
I'm just back to farming, can't really kill these heroes. And similarly as in game 1, I love when teams have this 2 or 3 man group. He should be okay, right? Toying with him more. Okay, Timber is coming.
Lul,
my friend, run.
You gotta get out of here, buddy. He's gonna escape.
Okay. But I really like the way that they're playing in groups. Again, Erica, he's doing his own thing, which you might be like, oh, this guy's just AFK farming, but they're just using their heroes properly on the map, right? You have BKB on Ember. Oh, yeah. He can just go in and poke wherever he wants to force out rotations, and if YBB don't respond properly, well, it's free kills.
I just like the way that they're playing in general in this game for both teams. 33 kills in 20 minutes. This one has been absolute mayhem. I'm loving it.
Same. I mean, YBB is at least one of the most aggressive teams. Vici, same. They're stepping up to the tempo right now for sure.
Stepped over, looked for a rune, wasn't able to find it. It's an invis down bottom for Setsu, who's trying to get in towards his shard. And what's next on the docket? I mean, TA's finished off the Dragon Lance. They are going to smoke up now, both teams. Okay, Dawnbreaker is ready with the ulti. 7E reveals himself. Fuel Scepter, but has the spear for round 2. Has him caught. Do they have global? Yes. And no answer afterwards. Setsu is in, but starting to get dropped. They have the heal coming in and trying to bring low. Is it going to be enough for the finish? They do have him killed. But Erica starting to drop low too. Gets one last hit out from the Snapfire. The Scatter Blast is going to be there. That's only life 1. 70 wants to TP away. Not going to happen. They kill him off, and Tianming, nowhere left to go, is going to get dropped. So everything for that Timbersaw kill. And it's YBB that lose the most cores, though.
Setsu is doing so much in this game. Like, sure, Erica comes in and kind of cleans up a little bit too, but he's just going in first all the time, getting into the midst of it, setting up the TA. And also these Vici supports, they're starting to deal a lot of damage. Like Yang, he's just popping out impetus after impetus, tanking with his hood. FY, you know, stealing some spells, destroying the refraction charges with the urn. So yeah, Vici, they're showing up. I love how they're playing right now.
Yeah, I mean, the lack of BKB is very evident in this game. And having it on that Ember Spirit, it's just the difference maker. They're trying to get into BKBs for the Mars, for the TA, even for the Dawnbreaker, but it's just not coming quick enough. And for Vici, I mean, with this Radiance burn going, like you're talking about, the Ember Spirit just spamming out damage. I mean, this is the best BKB first Ember I've seen in a really long time.
No, for sure. Like now he also has the Shard. He has a neutral item that, I mean, I hate it personally, this Lance of Pursuit. It's so good on Ember. You have this orb, you have the Lance, you slow everyone, you deal more damage. He's just so annoying to deal with. And if you're YBB, there's too many problems being thrown at you. Sure, you can kill the Timber with your spells, but then there's an Ember. There's Impetus flying at you, a double life Wraith King, now triple life. So it's not easy for them to deal with this.
No. The game feeling really rough. And for Vici, the next couple of minutes feel like they sort of play itself.
Beyond.
Erica in there after him. Oh, that is a dead Dawnbreaker. Didn't stand a chance. And immediately will be able to disassemble and buy the BKB for himself. 7E tries to get out of there, but Setsu on him. Global out, needs to get away. Spear, TP, not gonna happen. They blow up that Mars. And at the same time, they're taking the top tier 2 tower.
It's just beautiful. It's fast, it's beautiful. They're like, okay, top tier 2 is done. There's a Mars without BKB hitting my mid tower. This is illegal. TP, bam, kill. All right, next one. Now you're up 7k gold. You defend your mid tower, you take the top tier 2, and now you're poking the top tier 3.
And this sort of willingness to just go high ground, say, come deal with me, it's right before the BKB timings. This is perfectly timed right now for Vici to put like insurmountable damage into these buildings, try and take a set of racks. They're going to force to use the glyph, but getting everything out of this. And they still scale well once the BKBs are out for Ybb. It's not like it just, you know, becomes impossible for them to play it.
No, absolutely not. Like, Ybb, they really need his BKB. So Dawn, okay, Beyond, he hands it. He splits the Echo. Mars is close. TA is going to be close. But if you look at Vici's itemization, it's really, really cool. You have a double halberd already against this TA to hurt her a lot with Wraith King Timber. He has a Yules. You're going to have an AC coming out on your Wraith King. You have a Pipe on your end. You have Rubik buying the other auras that you can't buy. So it's like everything is like stacking up to really... We'll deal with the lack of damage that Ybb is going to run into.
They're going to have so many issues in this game, it feels like. And the BKBs don't solve enough of them. It's
going to be hard. Like, for now, you're losing another tier 2 tower at 24 minutes. So you need to delay until these BKBs and then, I don't know, maybe just try and jump these supports later on in the fight with the Mars Snap. Right. The cores are too much, I think, for them to deal with. They're going to be too tanky as they're, you know, they're poking a bit more.
Okay. 7E about to have his BKB done. Lu already has his completed. So before Vici are able to go high ground, they will have him done and ready to go for a smoke play, most likely, with 5. This one, you feel like it kind of needs to work.
Yeah. I would say it has to. They did a good job of pushing out top first and bottom, so they already forced Ember to go away.
Oh, running into Erica. This is not the target that you want, but it's maybe the target that you have to go for. He's got 3 lives in a Radiance. There's no way this is going to go well.
Yeah, it's not the one.
Beyond has to pop the BKB to run away. This has not been the fight that Ybb were looking for. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad.
Yeah, they saw it coming. The scan hit. They have the perfect... I mean... Can you ask for anything better than a guy with 3 lives to break the smoke? No, you can't.
It'd be pretty nice if you had a plate mail and a halberd and a Radiance too. That'd be nice.
Oh, that certainly does help a little bit. Maybe drop your high 5 when the first guy comes in.
Yeah. Almost has AC completed here. So 9,000 gold lead as we're 39 kills into this game, and Ybb, they just have to buy time. Find him.
7E, just a little bit of poking. I mean, his TP is on cooldown, so Setsu's just going to keep poking him to get him out of here, eventually.
And there's the blink out. He's trying to go in for a shard, too. I mean, I will say, I think Luo being able to just sort of fight unhampered in these engagements now, getting into the, you know, BKB, having Deso with a bunch of charges, it does feel like it'll be good for them. But will it be enough? As the root is out, 7E needs to walk away. Lance a pursuit, it's a problem. Connect with the cookie, try and get that stun. The BKB used. Global immediately, then the TP out, but that is a Yule Scepter. So Beyond going to end up falling there.
There's a cheeky godlike for Setsu here. It's going to have Manta against the Global. I love his items. I love the way he's moving around the map. Like, his impact compared to net worth is... I mean, he has a lot of net worth, but still, his impact is out of this world.
He's running this game.
He truly is. As Yang
pops the pipe. Cookie, a little off the mark there.
He ain't running.
Should be enough here in just a moment to bring him down. Oh, gets the kill. Body blocks, though. Oh, no. Spear out. Mix doesn't connect onto a tree. Luo pops the BKB, has to run away. That one feels pretty bad. Spill damage going to connect onto a couple of these heroes, but with the BKB running out, do they want to go for any more? Setsu is moving into position now with this Invis rune, and well, the disarm, the stun, the spear back, not bad. Dawnbreaker ulti too, so they bring down 1 life. Can they do it again?
Nice
Yule is dead. Erica dropping down lower and lower. He doesn't have an ulti, he's gone. So with the Aegis expiring, they managed to make it work. Ybb find a kill, but can't quite connect there. The spear onto Setsu.
More
Cookie,
traps.
A couple more seconds. FY, he is going to drop. So Ybb, they hold out long enough, outlast the Aegis, get the kill onto Erica.
All right, boys, we're back. Nice spell usage. Get a spear back. Hold on with the arena. My good old friend Lou, he just gets to slap in that fight, keep clicking, and that's exactly what they need. If TA gets to hit, and the fight lasts longer than these BKBs, you know, that's one way you can definitely win. Now, you're only down 8k gold, and you get to clean the map too, as Yang.
The body blocks are there from the Ench creep. Might even go for a stun here in a moment. And does get the 2-hero stun. Yang tries to get away. Not going to happen, though. So they buy a little bit of extra space. You can see esportsbet.io odds not favoring YBB at the moment. But there was a really big swing. You know, it's not insignificant, the sort of comeback potential that came out there.
And it didn't stop yet. Like, Yang is still dead as he died again. So that when he respawns, they need to take a breather. Let's, you know, stop what's happening right now, regain control of the map, and then look at the next Roche.
As we take a look at this replay here, it was enough time with Yang, and then, you know, Vici, they feel like, okay, we can maybe still go in. End up getting punished pretty heavily.
I mean, they were like, oh, we got the TA's BKB, you know, let's see if we can really dive him, but your Wraith King doesn't have a dagger, so he doesn't, you don't have this clear blink stun, even though the guy doesn't have BKB, and just looked a little awkward. Like that, They tried a little too hard to make use of the BKB being on cooldown here. And
even though this, like, you know, Wraith King is so stacked up on farm, he was just level 17 there too, so the timing on that sort of ulti, it's going to be a little while before, I think it might be actually be back up again now. Yeah, it's just coming back up cooldown. But TA ended up like taking one of the tomes. She's level 20 now, has the Meld Dispelled talent. Things looking maybe up a little bit here for YBB.
I mean, Lu is peaking right now. He has a Chrysalis, he has level 20 talent as you talked about. He can dispel. Smoke is broke by Yang.
This is as Aegis is about to come back up. Yang found, Yang killed, and they try and get the Mars. He doesn't get anything off. Oh, but the heal coming up for the Dawnbreaker. They get the BKB Setsu. Looks for the survival. Can he stay alive long enough with all these ores that's keeping him alive? But Lu completely alone, isolated, gets the force down to the low ground. Stole a Dawn ult from FY. Turns it now on Tianmeng. Lu has to run away. So too does Beyond. Well, it was one good fight, but now things looking a lot better for Vici as they find their footing, get those kills. They did lose Setsu, but YBB look like they're going to actually get away with only losing the TA Snapfire.
FY handled that fight. He pre-lifted the Mars when he went in, so he basically dropped to like 1 HP, forcing the Dawn to ult, then steals the Dawn ult while Beyond is running away. And, I mean, now they're up 6k gold again, so it looks like whoever goes too deep, they just end up getting punished. And Roche is up too. So if you're Vici, maybe back off, start clearing it, you know, get ready for the area, and force a fight there.
I think Roche is probably the call now.
Yeah.
And there is a TA trap in there. Ooh.
And my good old friend, the Roche DD combo, I just can't see enough of it.
But
happens every time.
Do they have any sentries to lay down? No sentries.
Oh, not this one. The TA trap.
Do they have any way to get there and come and contest this, though? It's pretty tough to make that move. It looks like it's going to come too late.
I would have loved if they had a smoke. Yeah, like if you smoke up the Mars and he just has the BKB ready, he goes Blink BKB Spear. If you get the Aegis, you BKB TP out, and if you fail, you just do the same. Simply because you have the trap, but it's all good. You decide not to try it. Now Setsu, he gets the Aegis. I like that. But I want I want him to buy a Blink.
Right.
I feel like it would make his team's gameplay so much easier. Suddenly, Timber, you know, has an easier time using spells. You don't force Setsu to have to ramp in every time. Sure, with the Aegis, it's easier, but Erika, you're top network, bro. Get in there.
Get in the fight. Make it happen. Yeah, Overwhelming Blink's still a pretty freaking good item. Beyond is going for it. If he can get there, you can too. Interesting. Okay, so the other thing that we will have eventually here maybe is ZZQ going in for a Wraith pack. There is a smoke up now, trying to move into the jungle. They find the silencer, and it looks like he is going to be the one left behind. 32 stolen in, by the way, because that's a thing.
I mean, eventually, I mean, the stolen int is cool, but how much use can he make of it for now? I mean, he's hurting the enemies more really than buffing himself.
No, I think that that's the biggest thing, is like Timber has 7 deaths, so he's lost a little bit on Nil. But yeah, I agree. It doesn't feel like it's sort of that, you know, be-all, end-all, doing a ton of damage type of dynamic.
Give it 40 minutes.
There you go.
You'll see it then.
There it is. That's what they're waiting for. He's got a Mindbreaker, you know?
Easy. Just clap them a little bit.
Well, this game, another situation where Vici are in control. They did go a little bit insane trying to go high ground, get punished slightly, and still, though, trying to sort of dominate this side of the map. We'll see if it works out for them, what the next couple of minutes bring out. Because they do have that Aegis, but they're willing to smoke into it. Okay.
I mean, Ybb are looking to like get some buy strength. Yeah, maybe with the traps here. They have some decent vision for now.
Yeah,
I don't know if they dare to go here though.
It's a little bit scary. And Erica, I mean, he's still got that. Although they do find a moment with Setsu here. He just BKBs, hits the root onto 2. Dawnbreaker, ulti comes in. Aghanim Scepter delivered to Setsu while this is happening. The rest of the team sort of separates out. And yeah, Ybb, they just give up the Snapfire, and 7E underneath the ward right now. Yang looking for the chase down while Luo is being ran at by Erica.
And he's just forcing so much on Ember. Mars had to BKB. Oh, actually, it wasn't Donald. Was it? It was FY's Rubik ult?
Yeah.
My bad. So he didn't force that, but still, got a kill. He also got the Mars BKB out of 7E, so that's going to make it a bit harder for him to play the map. And now, hello, mid-tier 3 tower.
They don't have that BKB on Setsu, but doesn't matter. He just goes in and snipes one. Disarm onto TA, stun, gonna connect. Erica stepping forward. But they do throw out a couple of these hits as the tower starts to fall. Trying to do what they can. Still a couple seconds. They have buyback on that.
Big spear.
Well, big hit, big stun onto 3. Do they have enough damage for the follow-up? Global comes out as the buyback is there, and now the Mars Arena down very low on 7E with no BKB. He is going to drop. They take down Erica once. Can they do it again? Setsu still just making havoc happen off to the side. The spear back to that tier 4 tower, and now the Dawnbreaker ulti comes out. Setsu low. Do they have enough damage to kill off this Ember? No, it does not look like it. Low right on top of him. Erica still so survivable in this one as they get the disarm. That Heaven's Halberd, a second one now. TA just can't do damage at all. It's gonna be a die back. They have no buyback available on this Mars, on this Dawnbreaker. A couple hits onto the edge, but the Ghost Scepter keeps her alive. And Ybb truly do not have the answers at this point.
Uh-oh, lift into Cookie.
Good Cookie with the pullback, and now the control is there. It's going to be the TA falling, and GG is called. They're done.
I mean, honestly, Vici are just outplaying them. I love how they're team fighting, how they move around the map, and for Ybb, that's just a little too hard. Like, you're Lu in this game. What, you get halberded once, you get halberded a second time, then you try to kill N, she pops Ghost Scepter, and it's like, alright bros, I don't want to play anymore.